Welcome to Mac Haik 45 here in beautiful Houston, Texas. And this is the interior on the 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie. Truck of the Year for 3 years in a row. Not one, beginner's luck. Not two, I think they've got it together. Three, we need to redesign our vehicles to catch up with the Ram. At first glance, you're going to notice our beautiful 12-inch screen. Now with Uconnect 5 with navigation, you will have access to wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Now here on the bottom screen, if you just click on your CarPlay, it changes it, and it's also new. Now the full 12 inches will be Apple CarPlay. Prior to this, it was half the screen. It was designed, I guess, for the 8.4-inch screen, but now it's full. If you click on your navigation down, the whole navigation takes up the whole screen. If you look at the top of the screen, you'll see your information. It'll show you your heated and vented seats, your heated steering wheel. It'll show you your ambient temperature outside. It will also show you whether your seat is heated or cooled for the passenger. You're gonna have both digital and physical controls for your climate control. You've got your AC, you've got your fan here, your temperature control. You can drag it down and you can scoot it down. Once again, both physically and digitally. You're gonna have your trailer brake controller here. So when your vehicle's connected to a trailer, it'll automatically sense what type of trailer, and you can adjust the gain. You'll have your front and your rear park sense. You can turn it on and turn it off. Now this will allow you, if you're wondering why you would ever want to turn off your park sense, let's just say you're backing up and you're connecting your trailer, the beeping that you're gonna hear, that dee will drive you absolutely crazy. If you push the button down here on that toggle switch, it'll let you know that your park sense is off. It'll allow you to connect your trailer in peace and tranquility. Pairing your phone has never been easier. On your 12-inch screen, near the bottom, you'll see the phone tab. The Uconnect 5 system automatically notices that a phone is not connected and will prompt you if you'd like to add a device. You'll see it here, and you'll also see it on your phone tab. Click on the phone tab. No phone connected. Do you want to pair a phone? Yes, we do. Search for Bluetooth devices on your phone. You will see it here. Time is iPhone. That's going to be here. Here's your PIN number. Pair number. The PIN number matches up. Hit pair. Whoops. Hit yes. Hit allow. Give it permission. Do you want to connect Apple CarPlay? Once again, Uconnect 5 features wireless Apple CarPlay. Hit OK. Follow instructions on your phone. And here's your Apple CarPlay. Now, new with the Uconnect 5 system on your 12-inch screen, the Apple CarPlay takes up the entirety of the screen. Before, the apps were designed for an 8.4-inch screen or smaller, and you'd take up half the screen. Now it takes the whole screen up. You click here on the bottom, you see your tab for all your apps, and it looks just like your phone. You can scroll through it this way. You can kick off your YouTube music, your Apple Maps, your Google Maps, your Waze navigation, and those types of things. Hit your home button. This takes you back to Uconnect. Any one of these screens will show you a different widget if you'd like. You can click on your backup camera. That will show up here as well. Let's go to media. Now you're gonna have your AM, your FM, Sirius XM radio, Bluetooth, and also give you an option to go ahead and connect a USB device. If you click on the next tab, you will see your comfort button. That'll allow you to change your climate indoors. You can heat it up, you can cool it off. Just drag it up this way, bring it down here. Once again, you'll have both your digital controls, your touchscreen, or you can have your physical tactile controls as well. Now going over to your navigation tab, this vehicle is equipped with Uconnect satellite navigation. And the reason that's a big deal is if you happen to take a trip, let's just say we took a trip just north of San Antonio. No problem, we used our iPhones. We had it on our Apple Maps. It took us just north of San Antonio. No big deal. To get back to Houston, we had no coverage. When you find yourself in that situation, just click on the nav button. The navigation provided by Uconnect is going to be satellite navigation. You will always have connectivity no matter where you are. It'll allow you to go ahead and just type in your address and send you on your way back home. Here is your vehicle tab. This will give you access to your settings, to your controls, your display, your clock, your voice navigation settings, those types of things. And here is your apps button. That'll have your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto buttons. and once again, go back to your Apple CarPlay and it takes you to your screen. Once you're on your Apple CarPlay screen, you will have your apps button on the bottom left-hand side. It'll show you your time right next to it. It'll show you your 3 most recent apps. Here you're seeing Apple Maps, your YouTube Music, and your settings. Click here and it shows you all of your apps, and you can just scroll from left to right as such. Now we find ourselves at the control center of the 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie. This is the steering wheel. You'll notice it is a leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's a good, thick steering wheel. Feels good in your hands. You will have your controls for your full-color screen here on your left. You can toggle up and down through the screen. You will have your voice command. If calls coming in, if you hit the green phone button, you'll answer the call. If you hit the red button, you will either end the call or decline the call. If you press and release the button, it'll activate your Uconnect system. If you press and hold the button, it'll either activate your Siri with your iPhone or your Alexa with your Galaxy phone. You're going to have your settings here for your cruise control. Very simple. If you hit the cruise control button, your cruise control logos will illuminate. You can set it. You can hit your plus button. Every time you hit the plus button, you will go up half a mile per hour. So if you want to go 2 miles an hour faster, you're doing 60 miles an hour, you will hit it 4 times. It will go up to 62 miles an hour. If you step on the brake, if you step on the brake, it'll automatically deactivate it. You can hit your resume button and it'll turn it back on. If you're driving and you want to turn off your cruise control, hit your cancel button and it will shut it off. Here are your manual controls for your transmission. You can drive it like a manual transmission. If you're having a trailer and you're pulling it, you'd like to hold the gear a little longer, you hit the plus button to go up, you hit the negative button to go down. If you inadvertently touch this button and it puts your transmission into manual mode, if you press and hold the plus button for 2 seconds, it'll automatically divert back into your automatic setting. Behind the steering wheel, you will have 2 rocker controls, one on your left, one on your side. You will also have buttons in the middle of the rockers. This will control, the left will control your volume up and down. If you hit the button, it'll toggle through your favorites. On your right-hand side, if you toggle up and down, it'll toggle through the stations. If you touch the middle button, it'll toggle through your favorites. And now we find ourselves with the information part of the screen. You will have 2 different layers. You're going to have your full color digital screen, which will give you your information. And it's kind of cool. It'll give you your digital readout for your speed. If you look to the right, you'll see your range, and it's kind of a ribbon that'll go up and down. It'll show you how many miles you have left until empty. If you look on the left, you can toggle through. It'll show you your vehicle information on page number 2. I'm not sure if you can see it. If you look right here, you'll see like a little bright hash mark down at the bottom. First is going to be your tire pressure. Next is going to be your coolant temperature. Next will be your transmission, your oil temperature, your oil pressure, oil life, battery voltage, and a gauge summary, and your engine hours. This is a new vehicle. You can see it's been around for a total of 2 hours. Now, if you're driving, and let's just say you're looking at your coolant temperature, you manage to accidentally run over something and you start losing air pressure in one of your tires, it'll automatically resort back to your tire pressure page. It'll give you a chime and it'll let you know which tire is losing pressure. Let's just go ahead and start scrolling down. Now you've got your fuel economy. This is showing an average of 18 miles per gallon. That's showing 18 miles. It's just been here on idle on the showroom floor as we're demonstrating. Of course, when you're driving, your mileage will go up considerably. It also shows your 59 miles in your range here and here. Let's scroll down a little. You have your trip info. There's trip A and trip B. What I like to do if I'm going on a trip, I will use 1 to see my mileage and see how much fuel I'm using, and I'll use B to keep track of the entire trip. Here's your trailer trip, and you can actually you can keep track of how many miles your trailer is traveling. Here's your audio setting. Right now it's showing Amazon Alexa. It's attempting to connect to it. This is going to be an iPhone, so we're not going to have Amazon. We will have Siri. There are no stored messages. That's going to be on your message screen. The message screen will let you know if you need an oil change, if you need any kind of engine service. Here's your screen setup. Let's just go ahead and hit OK to enter the screen setup. Now it will allow you to change your top left and your top right corners. If you look here right now, if you look at your top left, let's go ahead and okay. You can do your compass. You can hit your outside temperature, your time, which may be a little redundant. You've got your time here. You'll also have your time here. You'll have your range to empty, your average economy, your current economy, which will give you your current mileage as you're driving, your trip A, trip B, your oil pressure, oil temperature. A lot of these are going to be a little redundant. Transmission temperature, coolant, your your trailer trip, oil life, or none. So let's just leave it on compass. So let's go back and let's just see your upper right, and you can also change it. You can also change your lower left. So all four corners can be changed. Good thing about it, if you have your digital screen, let's go ahead and go exit, and let's go back to your speedometer. And we're almost there. It's going to be number 1. So you'll have both your digital speedometer and you have your analog speedometer on the right. You're going to have your tachometer on the bottom left hand. You'll see your DEF life, and on your right hand side, you'll see down here at the bottom, you'll see how much diesel fuel you have left in the vehicle. Up above your 12-inch screen, up above your rear view mirror, here in the center stack are going to be your controls for the awesome dual-pane panoramic sunroof, part of the Southwest edition on your Ram 1500 Laramie. Now let's just go ahead and open it up. Press this open. And now she's open. This windsock is designed to prevent turbulence inside the cabin while you're going down the road. If you press this sunscreen button, it'll all open it up all the way back. And now you've got a clear view of the sky. Let's just go ahead and close the sunroof so you can take a look and see what it looks like with the sunscreen in the fully open position. If you'd like to vent the vehicle, hit the vent button, and there it is. It'll let out the heat. Let's just say you're parked and you want to have it venting. Let's just go ahead and close it now. Let's go ahead and close the screen. And right above the controls for your sunroof, you'll see your assist button and your SOS button. If you press your assist button, one of 3 Chrysler help centers here in the US will answer your questions. If you look on the right on your red SOS button, if you press it, it'll dial 911 for you. And if you for some reason can't talk, can't speak, they can locate you down to the individual parking stall. How do we know? We were at a Chrysler ride and drive, accidentally pressed it, nobody answered, and within 5 minutes, the authorities were there making sure everybody's okay. Right above here, you'll see your automatic tailgate button. You push it and it'll open your rear tailgate. And this button here will open up your rear sliding glass window. All right, programming your key fobs, very, very simple. You will have 2 different profiles. Once you have your key fob, you can set your seat, you can set your mirrors, and you can set your favorites. Once everything is set to your liking, very simple. You see the S button here, hit the set button and hit 1, and memory 1 has been set. Same thing for memory 2. Have your second key fob, have your settings where you'd like, your radio stations where you'd like, your seat and your mirrors, hit the save button and hit 2, and your second profile will be set.